Everybody, this is Matt with Lasso Procurement. Now, in our last video, we set up our organization and the users in our organization. And in this video, we're going to give those users permissions because, as I'm sure you might have noticed, when I click on the Launch Lasso by default, there aren't actually, you don't actually have permissions. Even as the org admin, there's no permissions granted to all of the features of the application. And so when we go back, you'll notice that there's this groups tab right below the users tab. And how users are granted permission in the Lasso platform is through groups. And so you'll see up here that there's create groups. And so these are going to be free groups as opposed to paid groups. We're not going to go into paid groups in this video. That'll be further down the line, but we'll be able to show right now because there actually is quite a lot that you can do with the Lasso platform without a paid account. So I'm going to start and create a group, and this first group that I'm going to do is just going to be a read all account for the org admin. And so basically you'll see this list of permissions and some of them are edit and then some of them are view only. And there's going to be different things that users are going to be able to do. And you'll see that some of them have procurement and sales. And you'll see when we get into the platform that there's a sales section and there's a procurement section. The procurement section is where we're going to be doing obviously our procurement, our purchase requisitions, our RFQs, and our purchase orders. The sales section is what the supplier sees when they respond to our RFQs or they approve the purchase orders and provide status updates on the work orders once we have things under contract. But like I mentioned, for this group, I'm just going to do a view all for admin. So I'm going to do admin, view all, and I'm going to select all of the view permissions, and then I'm going to select the account that I'm under right now, and you can see that that's my account, and I'm going to create this group. And then you can see that I've got one group there. And so I'm going to create two more groups. The first group is going to be for my org requesters. So the users that are going to have the ability to submit purchase requisitions. And then the second group I'm going to create is buyers. So those will be the users that take the purchase request, go out, source them, and uh, create purchase contracts and buy whatever it is that the organization needs to buy. So in this second group, I'm going to just name this requesters, and I'm going to select this user as the requester. And for this one, I'm going to do edit purchase requisition, edit receipt. And then these next ones, so these are kind of optional. So if you want your requesters to also be able to do sourcing and RFQs, you can select that. And if you want your requesters to be able to add suppliers, you can also grant that permission. It's more so, however, your organization decides that they want to handle those permissions. The platform will allow you the flexibility to do that. And I'm also going to allow them to view the purchase contracts, view sourcing, view suppliers. So they'll just have the ability to submit the request and then submit that they have, as the requested, they've received that request eventually. So I'm going to create that group. And so now you can see I have two groups, and then the third group that I'm going to create, like I mentioned, is going to be for the buyers. So, and then the buyers. And for this one, so it's going to be edit change order. It's going to be, so I'm not going to do edit purchase requisition because that would be part of the requester scope. I'm going to do edit sourcing RFQ, edit supplier, and I am going to do view purchase requisition and view receipt. And I'm going to select the user that I want to have that permission. And I'm going to create that group. And so now when I go in and log in as one of the users that I've just created, so you see I have these three groups. I've got my profile. I'll log back in so this is going to be the buyer's account that I just provided access to. And I'm going to log in and I'm going to launch. And now you can see I have access to the Lasso platform and I've got my purchase requisitions, contracts, and receipts. And I haven't, as you notice, it's all blank because I haven't submitted any yet. But that's what we're going to start doing in the next video. We're going to add our suppliers, set up our cost codes, and our delivery locations, and get started using the platform.